So what's the freaky potential of both REM and RAM from ReZero? Now here's the thing, since they're twins, we're gonna have to evaluate them individually, and then we're gonna look at the tag team potential. So first, let's start with REM. As we all know, REM is a maid, and with maids, you have the submissive gameplay. The maids are gonna be submissive, and even better, she has the ultimate tied up gameplay weapon with the chains tied up wherever you go. Versatile. And also, REM is a maid, and you know what maids do? They get work done. And you know what happens when you get work done? You get sweaty. And guess what? Sweat develops in the armpits, which is absolutely perfect for any armpit connoisseurs out there, because there's gonna be a lot more where that came from. Alright, bro? Now remember that REM has the horns, and when you have the horns, your physical capabilities are increased. But there's a drawback. She can end up going crazy, and someone who's out of control is actually golden freakiness, because if you think about it, someone who's crazy won't be thinking about their actions as much, and when you think of your actions as much, it really draws you back to doing certain activities. But when you're crazy, when you lose your mind, no drawbacks. Anything's on the table. Now one thing REM can do too is that she can create ice. And you know what happens with solid elements? You can form any shape you want. Let's say REM is alone and she's feeling in the freak zone. You know what REM can do? She can create custom toys to satisfy her needs. Now, we just talked about REM. Let's talk about her twin, RAM. Now, we know that RAM is a maid, which is some free freak points. However, she is not a submissive figure. RAM is actually a dominant maid figure. Now, you may say that this loses some points because she's not a submissive maid, but I beg to differ. Since a dominant maid is so rare, we can basically say that they're more freaky than a submissive maid, because if you notice, the more uncommon and more taboo something is, the more freaky it will be. And also with the armpits, right? Remember, maid work is done, armpit sweat, from our armpit fans out there. Plus RAM is a very physical fighter, a very physical maid, so that's even more sweat. Now unlike RAM doesn't have the horn, so she doesn't have that crazy freak scaling. However, because her horn is gone, there's a hole there. We're gonna move on to the tag team potential. Now REM and RAM have the power to link senses, link emotion. So guess what? If one is getting satisfied in a very freaky way, the other is feeling the same way, because sharing is caring. Now here's another tag team roleplay, right? It depends if you're the armpit fan. You get two armpits, and you know what happens when you get armpit and armpit? You get sweat squared.